Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Astu, let us start.
Maya Nadi dash Gamyate Gamyante Gamye.
Gamyate.
Maya Nadi.
That's actually karmani. It looks at karma word. Karma is nadi ekavachanam, so it becomes gamyate. I don't know why it is asked. It is not something you learned.
Okay.
Right? So maybe they contextually ask something which is not exactly suitable for our level. Okay. I'm bringing it up. Sarve kushalam va prathamam prichhami. I want to ask first, everybody is fine. Uttaram none of that. Okay, individually prichhami. Payalji. Kushalini va? Sambhashanam kartum prayatnam karodu. Natu kim prayojanam. It's a use. Somebody is in the chat. I will be muted, non-parts. Okay, Maudya, I understand, no problem. Ashaji, why are you not coming out of the den? You have some problem? Anyway. Okay, Drishyadeva? Astu. So today we will have some kapita or it's not exactly sloka. Somebody has written some kavita. So let's do this, okay? Have you heard about Hariharatmajam song? Hariharatmajam Vishwamohanam Haritadhishwaram Aradhya Patukam. That's the song with which every night Ayyappa, the deity, is being kept to sleep. Lullaby for Ayyappa, okay? That time everybody will be completely silent and they will be completely in a separate mood. That much effect it has got. So it looks like this this padyam or kavita is written the same way. Okay. So let me just, but it's about Sanskritam. What is heading? I mean, I'm not able to read it. Sanskritam Loga Ranchakam. Avagadam? What is Loga Ranchakam means?
World.
Lokanam Ranchakam. For the world, it is Ranchakam. Ranchakam means what?
For happiness, for enjoyment.
Yeah, that which gives enjoyment, Ranchakam. You might have heard, when I was young, I used to follow football. And one of the player was Manoranjan Bhattacharjee, I think Mohan Bagan. See, look at that, names. People may not know what it means. Manoranjan, that whoever makes your mind happy. Okay, Ranchakam. Same way Sanskritam. Okay. Jayatu Bharat, Jayatu Bharatam.
Actually, I'm not well, but I can sing.
Yeah, let me sing.
Because last week I
Namatu
sang the this one. Okay, go ahead, sir. Over there.
This has to be sung in like Hariharatmajam.
Right. Last week we had this song sung. Harihata.
Really? Then
Ayyappa.
go ahead. Yeah.
But only I get cough in between.
Jayatu Bharatam
Vishwamohanam Namatu Sadaram Bharata. I think I can see that.
Bharatambikam.
Bharatambikam Bhajatu Samskrutam Vedamataram Patatu Samskrutam Lokaranjakam.
Sadupadishyate.
Sadupashishyate Matruvat sada Hitakarim disam Dishati Samskrutam Patatu Samskrutam Jnanalabjaye Vinayamatya Manyuyatre
Mapnuyat.
Mapnuyat Vinayamapnuyat Vishwabhashaya.
Muttalapuram Mohandasaha.
Oh, it's written by.
Yeah, that is the name. Jayatu Bharatam Vishwamohanam Namatu Sadaram Bharatambikam. Let's take it, okay? At least second line or first line, okay. Vishwamohanam Bharatam Jayatu. Right? That is a lot lakar. Jayatu. Kim Jayatu? Bharatam Jayatu. Kidrisham Bharatam? Vishwamohanam Bharatam. Yeah, I don't need explanation, right? Vishwamohanam. Vishwamohanam Bharatam Jayatu. Okay. Next. Bharatambikam Sadaram Namatu. Kam Namatu? Kam Namatu? Okay, Mahodaya, no problem. Ashaji, I understand. So, next line. Okay, Bharatambikam. Kim Vipakti? Vadatu, Vadantu. Kim Vipakti? Bharatambika.
Ditya,
Didiya Ekavajanam. Okay? Yeah, Namatu. Kam Namatu. Bharatambikam Namatu. Katham Namatu. Sadaram Namatu. With respect. Okay? Jayatu Bharatam Vishwamohanam Namatu Sadaram Bharatambikam. Bhajatu Samskritam Vedamataram Patatu Samskritam Lokaranjakam. That's also similar, right? Vedamataram Samskritam Bhajatu. Veda's mother. It's little exaggeration, but Veda's mother is Sanskritam. You can justify it because the Vedas are written in Sanskritam. Vedamadaram Sanskritam Bhajatu. Lokaranjakam Sanskritam Pathatu. So it's very simple, right? First stanza is simple. Next is taking a little turn. Sadupadishyate matruvat sada. Matruvat means what usage is like Iva, like matruvat, like mother, matruvat. So what is, how will you write it in prose order? Matruvat sada sadupadishyate. Upadishyate means what?
Upadesham, that teaching.
Upadesham dadati. Right? Sad upadesham means?
All good teaching.
Good. Sad gunam means what? Good gunam, right? What is opposite?
Durgunam.
Durgunam. So sad upadishyate. good things is being advised. Like a mother. Who?
Ah.
Who
Not
Upadishyate? Who?
Like a
Samskritam.
mother.
Like a mother, but ka Upadishyate? Like a mother, who is like a mother?
The way.
Sanskritam.
Sanskritam.
No.
It is all about Sanskritam.
Samskritam.
Haven't you heard enough of Subhashitam? Who is giving the advice? Sanskritam.
Sanskritam Lokaranjakam.
Hitakarim disham vishati Sanskritam. What does that mean? Dishyati. Dishyati means what? Verb is dishyati.
All
Artha?
all direction.
Huh?
All direction. All direction.
This is what?
Direction.
Verb. It's verb or noun.
This is verb.
So how will it be direction? Give direction.
Shows the
Indicate.
path. Shows the path.
Shows the direction or gives the direction. Dishyati. Okay. Disha is direction. Dishyati is the verb form of it, which means it indicates or gives or shows. Kim disham dishyati, direction gives. Okay. What type of disham? Hitakarim. Hitam means what?
Something which does good.
Yeah, hitam ahitam, right? You know, ahita karmam na karotu. Don't do improper work. Yeah, hitam means proper or which is auspicious. Hitakarim disham dishyati. Ka dishyati?
Samskritam.
Sanskritam.
Samskritam dishyati. Pathatu samskritam jnana
Jnana
labdhaye.
labdhaye.
Jnana labdhaye ka vibhaktihi.
Acquire knowledge.
Yeah.
Acquire knowledge.
Yeah. Ka vibhaktihi.
Labdhaye, that means that which we receive. So
Vibhakti ka. Yeah. Patatu. Prathama vibhakti ekavachana
Prathama.
rupam katham vadati. Okay. Harihi. Harihi vadatu. Prathama vibhakti kim?
Hari.
Harihi.
Hari. Hari.
Dvitiya.
Hariyaha.
Dvitiya. That's okay.
Hari.
I want only ekavachana. Padatu. Hari. Diva.
Hari.
Diva.
Hari. Hari.
No.
Hare,
I don't
Hari,
want all
Hariyaha.
those. What is Divachana? Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Harihi.
Hari. Hari.
Huh?
Hari.
Dvitiya Divajanam na. Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam.
Harim.
Harim. Okay. And Tritiya vibhakti ekavachanam?
Harina.
Harina.
Chaturthi vibhakti ekavachanam?
Haraye.
Pashyatu.
Jnana labdhaye.
Haraye jnana labdhaye. Hello. Samanameva. Hello. So this should be what? Prathama vibhakti ekavachana rupam katham bhavati?
Jnana.
No. Harihi haraye. So this should be what?
Chaturthi.
Chaturthi ekavach.
Prathama vibhakti ekavachana rupam katham bhavati? Reverse engineering. Haraye harihi. Jnana labdhaye katham bhavati?
Jnana labdhaye. Jnana labdhyam. Jnana lab.
You are not hearing what is the question is. You are just throwing out whatever is. No, I am asking Harihi Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekavachanam Haraye. If I ask the reverse way, Haraye Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam Harihi. Same way, something became Jnana Labdhaye. So, and that is Chaturthi. Jnana Labdhihi. This is the way you should look at Sanskritam. Patatu Sanskritam Jnana Labdhaye. Jnana Labdhartham or Jnana Labdhaye. For the purpose of acquiring Jnana Labdhihi.
Knowledge.
Vinayamapnuyat. Vishwabhashaya. Etat esha ka vibhaktihi.
Bhashaya.
Bhashaya.
Ka vibhaktihi.
Chatuthi.
Chaturthi.
No. No. Huh? Tritiya.
Yeah.
See, Vishwabhasha, like Lata. Lata, Lataya. Vishwabhasha, Vishwabhashaya. With Vishwabhasha, Vinayam apnuyad. Acquire, you should acquire or obtain, acquire, apnodi. Vinayam. Agadam? This is how you follow Sanskritam. Otherwise, what's the point in learning all this vibhakti? Okay, Padadu Sanskritam Jnana Labdhaye. This should immediately click in your what exactly is the conveyed for the purpose. Otherwise, you won't get the meaning. Vinayam apnuyat Vishwabhashaya. With the Vishwabhasha, you should acquire Vinayam. Agadam? I know it's not easy. You are learning, but you should try, and it will come. Okay, don't worry. It's not a big difficulty, but if you show interest, it will come. What happened? Astu. Questions? Prashnaha asti va? No prashnaha asti. Okay. We will. Okay. Chitraji, patatu.
Prahelika. Dantairhinaha Shilabakshi Nirjivo Bahubhashakaha Gunasyuti Samruddho api Parapadena Gacchati.
So, Katham Vikraham Karodi. Dandair hinaha. Dandaihi hinaha. Hinaha means without. Okay. Vihinaha. Dandaihi. Without danta. Shila bhatshi. Shila bhatshi. Artaha kaha. Shila artaha kaha.
Stone.
Bhatshi. Eater. Right? Dandair hinaha. Shila bhatshi.
Once you taught this.
Huh? Really?
This already, yeah, we did this.
Okay. Everybody remembers?
I know this answer.
Okay. Okay, you keep quiet. Nirjivo bahubhashakaha. Artha kaha. I don't remember what is taught, what is not taught. Anyway. Nirjivaha bahubhashakaha. Bahubhashakaha ityukte?
Several languages.
Yeah. Nirjivaha means, sajivaha means what?
Alive.
Nirjivaha means?
Nirjivo, not alive.
Yeah.
Not with life.
Yeah, he is not having life, but he does all this. Gunasyudi samruddha api parapadena gacchati. What does that mean?
Guna means quality.
Yeah.
Tuyati.
Gunasyudi, here guna is different meaning. Okay, good. There are different meanings here. Gunasyudihi samruddha api. Gunasyudi samruddha is filled with this type of gunas. Guna here is thread actually. Okay. Even though it is possessed of lot of threads. Parapadena gacchati. He is full of, he has his own threads and all, but he goes with the Parapadena, others leg. Who is he? Kaha. Okay, why should we wait?
Anybody?
Yeah, you tell. I don't think they are ready. Padaraksha. Okay. So Dandairhinaha, he is not having dandas. But Shila Bakshi, whenever he walks, he eats stone. That is a allegory, or what is it called? What's the English way it's telling? It is a
Metaphor?
metaphor. It's not exactly metaphor. Yeah, anyway, you get it. Nirjivaha. Yeah, you can say metaphor. Nirjivaha Bahubhashakaha. Because he keeps making noise, they say it's Bahubhashaka. When you walk through the water, he has some noise, some sound. When he's on the gravel and when he's on the cement, something else. So you can create all these sort of things like that. Gunasyudi samruddha api. Gunaihi syudi samruddha. He has a wealth. What is a wealth? Gunasyudi, possessed of gunas. So guna here it seems is a thread. Okay. Even though he has all those things, he needs parapadena gacchati, because only if someone needs to walk, then only he can walk along with it, right? Anyway, this is called prahelika. This is one
Prahelika. Only answer if we write, is it enough, or we have to explain all this?
Only answer is enough.
Okay.
Parapadena, others' feet. Now it's clear.
Yeah. Others with others' feet. Parapadena.
Others' feet.
So now let's come to our last class. We talked about this. Kopi sandeha prashnaha ityadeha astiva santiva. No doubts, right? So we talked about this. I don't want to go here. We will go into Sarvanam. Okay. Sarvanama ityukte kim? What is Sarvanama?
Pronoun.
Pronoun. What does that mean? Pronoun.
He, she.
He, she. So it's like a mathematical variable, or programming language, it's a variable. At the current moment, I point to my wife and say she. Next moment, I can point to my daughter. I don't have a daughter, still I'm telling she. So she has shifted from my wife to daughter. So that kind of thing is Sarvanama. Anyway, so let's read it. Who wants to read it? Pailji, you read the whole thing. You read Sarvaha Sarvo Sarve Tat Srutva Sarve Anuvatantu. Pailji, Patatu Mode. Kim abhavat?
Can't hear Pailji.
Okay. Ashaji, Patitum Shakyade va? What happened? Nobody is responding.
Sarvaha, Sarvo, Sarve, Sarvam, Sarvau, Sarvan.
Okay, so yeah, you read first line, then wait for others to follow.
Okay. Sarvaha, Sarvau, Sarve.
Sarvaha Sarvau Sarve.
Sarvam, Sarvau, Sarvan.
Sarvam Sarvau Sarvan.
Sarvena, Sarvabhyam, Sarvaihi.
Sarvena Sarvabhyam Sarvaihi.
Sarvasmai, Sarvabhyam, Sarvabhyah.
Sarvasmai Sarvabhyam Sarvaibhyah.
Sarvasmat, Sarvabhyam, Sarvebhyah.
Sarvasmat Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyah.
Sarvasya, Sarvayoho, Sarvasham.
Sarvasya Sarvayoh Sarvesham Sarve.
Sarvasham.
Oh, that's wrong.
That's something.
Sarvasmin.
Sarvasmin.
Oh, okay,
Sarvasmin.
that's wrong. Okay, I have to correct it. Sarvasmin, Sarvayoho, Sarveshu.
Sarveshu.
Hmm.
Sarvasmin, Sarvayoho, Sarveshu.
Sarvasmin sarvayoho sarveshu.
Ashaji, this is not Sarvabhya, it is Sarvabhya.
Sarvabhya.
Now, when you are coming into the world of Sarvanama, you will see some slight differences. Sarvasmai, Sarvasmat, Sarvasya, Sarvasmin. Same thing you will see Tat, Tasmin, Etasmin, Etasyam, like that. Okay, so this family will follow a little different way, like Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai, so Sarvasmai. So it, in a way, if you know one thing, you can almost derive all the other things. Okay, because this is just like Saha, Tau, Te, Tam, Tau, Tan. Same here. Sarva, Sarve, Sarvaha. Sa, Te, Taha. Tam, Te, Taha. Tat, Te, Tani. Tat, Te, Tani. Sarvam, Sarve, Sarvani. Sarvam, Sarve, Sarvani. So all these things are similar. And this thing is exactly like, or this thing is exactly like this one. Because both are ending in. Another specialty of Sarvanama is they are all having same Pratipatikam. What is the Pratipatikam of this one? Sarva. What's the Pratipatikam of this one? This one also is Sarva. No, everything is Sarva. That is the thing. When you come to here, Sarvanama, you will see that difference. Because it's all referring to, they see it in a different way. There is a Pratipatikam, and which is Sarvanamam. Because it's Sarvanamam, it is something indicating Sarva, that variable nature, right? Then it's telling Pullingam, Pullingam, Strilingam, Napusakalingam. That's the way it is. Whereas Ramaha, I cannot say Rama is Strilingam of Ramaha. No, I cannot say that. That's why Ramaha has Rama, Sita has Sita, like that Phalam has Phala, like that it's separately at that level, the clear Nama. But when it comes to Sarvanama, it's the same thing. Then we say there are three flavors to that. Okay, so that's it. So here again, if you know Saha Taute, you will get the whole thing. So you don't need to really by heart it, but just look at it. And whenever you hear Sarva or Anya or Bhavan, all these things, remember they are Sarvanamas. So then you can think about Saha Taute, Tat Te Tani, then you can derive it. Because here Tapyam, Taihi, all these things are exactly same. So you don't need to really make an extra effort. It's exactly same. Sarvan, Tan, like that. I don't think we need to read it. It will get delayed. Okay? That's all. Oh, I missed all these things. How come I jumped this much? Oh, okay. We should have learned this one first. Saha. Okay. Saha Taute. Who will? Padmajaji, Bhavati Padadu.
Yeah.
Saha Taute.
Saha tau te.
Sarve vadantu. Anuvadantu.
Saha Taute.
Tam tau pan.
Tam Tau Tan.
Tena tabhyam taihi.
Tena Tabhyam Taihi.
Tasmai tabhyam tebhyaha.
Tasmai Tabhyam Tebhyaha.
Tasmat tabhyam tebhyaha.
Tasmat Tabhyam Tebhyaha.
Tasya
Tayoho.
tayoho tesham.
Tasya Tayoho Tesham.
Tasmin tayoho teshu.
Tasmin Tayoho Teshu.
Why is it only two people are telling? If others don't want it, then why should we tell in common?
I think Payalji had some problem with her mic.
Oh,
She
okay, okay.
she texted also that her mic
Okay.
is having a problem.
right,
Prasadji
okay.
can't join, only Chitraji.
Okay, okay. So then we are having less number, that's why. Okay,
Yeah, today very less now.
no problem. Okay. Mike suddenly stopped. Okay, the Vapayalji, no problem. Okay, so the purpose is to get familiarized. Saha taute, tam tautan, you already learned. Okay, now remember, taphyam, taphyam, taphyam. Okay, tena. Tena is just like ramena, like that. Okay, karena, tena, bhayena, bhayena gacchati, harshena. So all these things, it should be simple, tena. So it is also following the same thing. Taphyam. So I told you, these three will be similar and everything will be in the bhyam form. So you should not have a problem here. Everything, I mean, every lingam, every word, every noun is like this abhyam. So there's no problem at all. And here there are two flavors, taihi and tapihi. So three will take tapihi, pullingam will take taihi. Tepyaha, tepyaha, tasya. This is the difference here. It will not be same, whereas this will be same here in strilingam. But in here, because anything akara, that's a problem. Ramaha, okay, Ramat. But all others, it will be, these two will be same. It is Hari. How will the Hari? Harehe, right?
Hare.
Hare.
Harehe. So this one also will be Harehe. Sixth and fifth will be same for almost everything except akara on the pullingam and akara on the navumsagam. Those people take at, tasmat, ramat like that. So that's an exception. But by and large, except that, you will see generally 5 and 6 are same. So that's a saving grace because most of the people knows sixth. So you should be able to get the fifth one. Okay. Suppose I say, how will I say? Okay, tasyaha. I will use tasyaha. So tasyaha nama lata. Tasyaha bhash, tasyaha bahihi, tasyaha bahihi, tasyaha bahihi, pushpa, what is this? Asandaha asti. So, first one is tasyaha nama. What is the vibhakti?
Sixth vibhakti, shashti vibhakti.
Or I will say tasyaha. Let us say, let's say in a different way. Okay. Sa shakha. That is a shakha or tree shakha. Vrikshasya shakha. Sa shakha. Okay. Now I am telling tasyaha upari vanaraha asti.
On that.
Tasyaha bhalam padati. Right? Tasyaha upari vanaraha asti. Upari of what? Shakayaha. Right? So tatra ka vibhakti tasyaha is expressed in which vibhakti?
Shashti.
Shashti ekavajanam. Uttamam.
Ekavachanam.
Tasyaha bhalam padati. Ka vibhakti tasyaha tatra.
Shashti only. Tasyaha
Same
param.
Shashti vibhakti.
No.
It's fifth vibhakti.
Panchami.
Because of the, so
Huh?
it's Tasyaha
Panchami.
Panchami.
Vibhakti.
Panchami. Yeah. Phalam padati from that, right?
It's
Because
followed
of that.
From that.
Not because of that.
From that. From
From
that.
Yeah. Yeah. That is how you infer what vibhakti it is. Tasyaha upari vanaraha asti. Tasyaha bhalam padati. So the second line tasyaha is in which vibhakti?
Ram, Panchami.
That is the example I want to tell. That's how you infer. Why it is important? Because you are going to come across such lines in slokas. So how will you understand? You will look at the next one. Tasyaha balam patati. Patati will indicate, oh, if it is patati, so it has to be from, right? Like that, that's why I told, but I did not have a good example. Tasyaha bahihi. Okay, let's say same thing. Okay. Tasyaha bahihi bhittihi asti. There is a wall outside of that shakha. Let's say shakha is like this, and there is a house, and then there is a wall. Bhittihi. Tasyaha bahihi bhittihi asti. So what is tasyaha there? Which ka vibhakti?
Shashti vibhakti.
Shashti Vibhakti. You're giving
Oh.
Oh.
Can you,
You did not-
Mahodaya, can you repeat it once again, please?
Tasyaha bahihi bhittihi asti. There is a wall outside. Outside of it in English, not in Sanskritam.
Panchami
Because-
Vibhakti.
Why?
Because you're giving a relationship outside from.
And then it should be sixth, no? If it's relation.
Not
No, actually
Bahihi.
outside, actually.
no.
Outside
Bahi.
of.
Outside of.
None of the reasons. There are certain words which goes with certain vibhaktis. Bahihi is a word with which you must use
Fifth.
fifth. Gramat bahihi nadi asti. In other language, you may say gramasya bahihi. Outside of the village, there is a water. Even in your own language or in English or in Hindi, okay, gram ka, right? Gram ki or gram ki. And then you will say bahar nadi hai. All this will be Shashti, not in Sanskritam. I used to repeat this, but it's not getting into your head. There are certain words which will go only with certain vibhakti. That's an indication. Even in exam, this kind of things will be asked. So if it's a bahihi, you have to say from something, something is outside. So from gramat bahihi. Okay. Same way, because I used bahihi, bhittihi asti, bahihi bistihi asti, tasyaha bahihi. So there tasyaha must be what? Which vibhakti?
Panchami.
Because of bahihi. Let me give you another example. Okay. Dash paritaha. Okay. Dash paritaha. Udyanam asti. Okay. And I want to say outside of my house, outside the house. House is the word. Okay. House bhavanam. Okay. Paritaha. What vibhakti I should use?
Panchami.
Grihasya paritaha udyanam.
Grihat.
What?
Grihat.
Grihat?
Paritya. Paritya.
Paritaha. Paritaha means
Paritaha.
around. Paritaha means around. So what vibhakti should be used? Griham is the word, or bhavanam or griham. Griham is the word. Is it grihasya bahihi? Grihat
Grihasya
bahihi?
paritaha. Grihasya paritaha.
No.
Grihat paritaha.
Huh?
Grihat.
Grihat, grihasya, grihe. Which one?
Grihat paritaha.
You are all taught all these things. Nothing is going inside your head. All these special things were clearly taught and repeated. This is the thing. You all become so much relaxed because somebody is, not only I'm telling about me, all teachers, they come prepared, they go show everything. For you, just sit and just. It becomes so relaxed, so it did not go inside.
Is it
Griham paridaha. Whenever paritaha, ubhayataha, anything like that comes, it must be, before that, it must be only Dvitiya Vibhakti must be used. Okay. Understood? Adhyapakam paridaha chatraha santi. Suppose an adhyapaka is standing in the class or in the Maidan or in the Grihanganam, no, Vidyalayanganam or playground. Okay. Paridaha, around. Normally your tendency will be is Adhyapakasya paridaha chatraha santi, because that's the way my language is or English is. Outside of, around of, or outside of Adhyapaka. So you'll also just tell Sanskritam like that. That is how they will detect you are not good enough in Sanskritam. Okay. Adhyapakam paridaha. There are many things like that. We repeated whenever we went through each vibhakti. We went through normal usage and then we introduced specific usages. Whenever this happens, you should be using like this. Okay. Now let me ask another one. Okay. Suppose you give food to your putra. Okay. You are giving food to putraha. Okay. So dash aham dash bhojanam dadati. Putra is the word. Putraya. That has gone into your mind. That's at least one saving grace. Okay. So it has gone into your mind. Putraya. Which vibhakti? Ka vibhakti?
Chaturthi.
Chaturthi. Because it is
Recipient.
Data,
Who is receiving?
Dadati.
not because recipient.
It's giving.
Because it is, the verb is dadati.
Giving.
Okay. Suppose you are holding the son. Aham. You are holding the hand of putrasya. You are holding the hand of putra. How will you say? Putrasya hasta. Hasta is the word.
That holding Sanskrit
Or
word.
Grinadi. Okay, let me ask again common question. Okay. Suppose you are asking the putra, you are asking a question. Okay. Asking a question. Prashnam prichami. Aham prashnam prichami. To whom? Putra. So putra we will take which vibhakti? Aha dash putra, some form, some vibhakti should. Aha dash prashnam prichami. Which one?
Putre, seventh vibhakti.
No.
Putrai.
That is a very common default usage.
Second.
Prichami. Dvitiya. Putram. Putram prashnam prichami. That is the default. But whenever all other things are the deviations, special uses. Datati, you have to use putraya. Now I told putrasya hastam, right? Grinami. How will it be? Hastam grinami va?
Hasti.
Haste grinami. Why it is so? Whenever it is referring to a body part, it has to be in saptami. So that is another thing. Okay, next one, let me ask. I am speaking in Sanskritam. Okay, I am speaking in English. How will you say? Aham.
Angla Bhasham.
Angla Bhasham vadami. Angla Bhasham Vadami. Everybody agrees with that? Anybody, any other opinion? Bhasham is which vibhakti?
Ditya.
Ditya. Is that correct? Okay, in English or in your own language, how will you say? Which vibhakti you will say? Huh? Which vibhakti you will say in your own language?
Vadishyami will come. Vadishyami.
Why are you going away from into future tense and all?
Okay.
How will you say in English? In English, right?
In English, yeah. Seventh vibhakti.
So how will it be?
Angila Bhashe.
Bhashe. Bhasha. Lata. Latayam.
Lataya.
Ramaha Rame. But Lata. Lataya.
Latayam.
So is it correct? So how will you say?
Aham Angila Bhashayam Vadami.
No, I don't want to say Bhasha. Just say English.
Thanks.
Or, okay. Aham. Okay, Sanskritam. I speak in Sanskritam. How will you say?
Samskrita Bhashayam. Samskrita Bhashayam.
Why did you, I don't want Bhasha. I just want Sanskritam. Aham Sanskrit.
Sanskritam.
No, Samskrite. Nampumska Linga means Akaranta. So Samskrite.
Vadami. That is a tendency. Even that is wrong. Neither Dvitiya nor Saptami. Whenever you say Samskrita, you have to say Samskritena Vadami. Okay, this I have mentioned it somewhere, some class, this one. Samskritena Vadami. Samskritena Vadatu. Samskritena Vadatu. They will tell like that only. Samskritena Vadatu. Not Samskritayam Vadatu. Samskrite Vadatu. No. Samskritam Vadatu, that's a different way. That's a general way. Samskritam, that's also not correct. Samskritena Vadatu. So all these things you have to brush up. Otherwise, you are not progressing. Even you are struggling with each vibhakti when I ask what is that, what is this. You're supposed to be at least reasonably thorough with Shashti, Saptami, all this Ekavajanam of normal ones, Ramaha, Sita. I'm not asking something little out of it. Nothing is out of the way, but if you can't figure out even Akaranta, Pullingam or Strilingam, it will be difficult. Anyway, so let us come here. So this is exactly like this, because here only A is added. Eshaha, Etau, Ete. Now here, see, why it is, look at here, everything is coming, because if you know Lata, Latayam, all these things will be easy. Sasyam. It will always be Yam, Yam, like that. But here, first time, this is going to be different. Tasmin, that's a different one. Okay. Tasmai. Has to do, and I don't think we need to go through this, because if you, this is derived from this. Wherever Sa and Ta is there, replaced with Ka, you will get this. Same thing here. Same thing here. And the whole thing here is exactly like here, except first two. All these things I told. There are things like that, okay? Remember all those rules. Paritaha, Ubhayataha goes only with the Dvitiya. Then Datati, Yachati, all these things will go with the Chaturthi. Bahihi, Antaha, inside, outside, all these things, Panchami. Okay. So all these things you should be remembering. What else is there? Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami. Suppose you want to say, I have love. Suppose I love my daughter. I love daughter. I don't want to say my, I love daughter. How will you say?
Putraya rochate.
Oh, it's like Balam Rochate, like you, I like apple, like that you can't say. See, this is the problem with translation. That Rochate is something like tasting. Okay. Or I like it. It's not liking, you are loving it. There's a difference. Liking and loving. Right? There's a difference between liking and loving. Liking is something like a preference and you like it. Yes, but loving is little to the normally it's expressed for those which are having life, right? Of course, if you are in the US, they left and right, they have corrupted it. I love my car. Only after coming here, I was startled. You love your car. That's a different thing. They have made it like that. That they corrupted it, that doesn't mean that is standard. But normally like and love. Okay, anyway, how will you say I love daughter?
Ichami, can we say?
See, snihyami. No, snihyami. Snihyami. I am more concerned about what is the vibhakti form. Putri will take what form?
Fourth one. Fourth.
So if it is fourth, how will you say?
Aham putraya.
Putrei.
Putrayai.
Putriyai. Devyai. Putriyai. Saraswatyai. Putriyai snihyami. Is that what you think?
Snihyami.
Trim. I love trim.
Putra, even I think the Chaturthi.
Fourth vibhakti.
No, it is not at all Chaturthi. The only question is whether it's Dvitiya or Saptami.
Putrim.
Saptami.
No, when it Saptami. Yeah, when it is, that is what? Okay, now because it is that words are having certain use, certain vibhakti it goes with. Okay.
Emotion.
I have bhakti in Rama. How will you say? I have
Bhakti. Ramabhyam Bhakti.
Ramabhyama.
Ramabhyam means Dvitiya.
Dvitiya. I have bhakti to Rama. How will you say? I have bhakti to Rama. English I am telling, Sanskrit may not be same way. In English, bhakti to Rama. I have devotion. I have devotion to Rama. How will you say?
Maya Ramaya Bhakti.
We are saying it's devotion towards Rama. That means it's like Chaturthi
Vibhakti.
Why devotion is not Chaturthi? Who told devotion is Chaturthi? Nama is Chaturthi. Nama is not devotion. Nama is only that Nama word.
Yeah.
You can't generalize it. That is specially only for Nama. Rame bhaktihi asti. Okay, Mama Rame. In Rama, I have bhakti. That's the way Sanskritam is. That's the whenever we mentioned, went through all the vibhakti, all special usages were clearly mentioned. And these are all the things. Bhaktihi. And even Rosha. Even if sometimes if you have Rosha, the opposite also is true. Okay. I have Roshaha asti, Rame. Suppose Ravana can tell Mama Rame Roshaha asti. I have great anger to Rama, you will say in English, but in Sanskritam, Rame bhaktihi asti. So these kind of words, harshaha, bhaktihi, Snehaha. All these things goes with the Saptami. Now let me ask. So suppose Ravanasya Rame Roshaha Asti or Kopaha Asti. Okay. Now tell me the another way. Ravanaha is getting angry with Rama. How will you say? Ravana is getting angry with Rama. Use the
Ravanaha Ramaya Kupyati.
Uttamam. Kupyati. Because you are using Kupyati, that verb, it goes with the Chaturthi. Okay. Now, next one. For me, this Toyota car is likable. How will you say? Rochate, use rochate.
Please, can you repeat the question? I'm not clear on the question. So for you.
Okay. For me, Toyota car is the one I like.
Okay.
You don't need to say the one and all, but just use rochate. Or you say Ramesha. Ramesha, for Ramesha, Toyota rochate.
Toyota
Or
Vahanam Rameshaya Rochate. Will it come?
Ramesha, yeah. With Vibhakti?
Chaturthi.
So how will you say Toyota? I like, for me, Toyota.
Toyota Vahanam Mahyam Rochate.
Mahyam. That's Chaturthi. Good one. So Rochate goes with the Chaturthi. So that is the thing. Different verbs, different noun itself goes with the different vibhakti for the next nama. Okay? Or not even the what is it called? Avyayam. Avyayam is one type of nama, but for easiness we say avyayam. Even avyayas like paritaha, those things goes with the Dvitiya. So go and brush up, go back to your textbook, and everywhere where the vibhakti is introduced, in the beginning part, they talk about the normal usage. And at the end, they have given all these type of things. If it is a special type of this, for this, you use this. Kupyate, Kupyati, all those things, Chaturthi. When Chaturthi is introduced, in the beginning, they are giving normal way how it is used. Okay. Ramaya, Tanam Dadadi, like that and all they will tell. Then in the little end, they are giving special word, special nama, special kriya that goes with that vibhakti. Okay. So just brush it up. So do you want to recite it? Asha ji, you had some question? Last class you were telling?
No, but you explained, Mahodaya, you told me in Malayalam how to use it, then I understood this whole thing. So,
Okay.
yeah, that one thing helped me.
All right. So if that's the case, we'll move on. So this is another thing. This is all taking different form. So you should be getting familiar. Okay. Aham, avam, vayam. Mam, avam, asman. Maya, avapya. Okay, you tell Padmaja. Everybody follow. This is important. So these four ones we will completely talk. Yeah, tell.
Aham.
Padmaja ji.
Aham, avam, vayam.
Aham,
Avam, vayam.
vayam.
Mam, avam, asman.
Ma,
Avam,
avam, asma.
Asman. Maya, avabhyam, asmabhihi.
maya,
Maya, avabhyam,
Asma.
asmabhihi. Mahyam, avabhyam, asmabhyam. Asmabhyam.
avavyam,
Avabhyam, asmabhyam.
asmabhyam,
Mat, avabhyam, asmabhyam.
Mat,
mat,
Avabhyam,
asmabhyam,
asmabhyam. Mama, avayoho, asmakam.
mama,
mama,
avayo,
Avayoho, asmakam. Mai, avayoho, asmasu.
mayi,
avayo.
Avayoho, asmasu.
See, asmasu. So when you say aham, it is applicable to whoever is telling. It could be a man or woman or nabusagam. Whoever is saying, it is going to be asmasu. Look at here. May, now. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Here also it will come 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 is same here, all the three. Here 4, 6 will be same. Here also 4, 6. Only 2 will be little different. Okay. So what is the usage? What, depending on the context, you should be able to make it. Okay. How will you say? Okay, let me complete here. This is better. Okay, now call this one Twam. Who can recite? Who did not do it? Prasadji, are you able to talk? If not, who
You can do.
likes? Okay, go ahead, Ashaj.
Tvam, yuvam, yuyam.
Tvam, yuvam, yuyam.
Tvam, yuvam, yushman.
Tvam, yuvam, yushman.
Tvaya, yuvabhyam, yushmabhihi.
Tvaya, yuvabhyam, yushmabhihi.
Tubhyam, yuvabhyam, yushmabhyam.
Tubhyam, yuvabhyam, yushmabhyam.
Tvat, yuvabhyam, yushmabhyam.
Vat, yuvabhyam, yushmabhyam.
Tva, yuvayoho, yushmakam.
tava,
Tava, yuvayoho, yushmakam.
Tavai, yuvayoho, yushmasu.
Tvayi, yuvayoho, yushmasu.
So, suppose I say namaste. How will I express another way? Another word of namaste. How can I say another way? Saraswati is namaste. How will you say another way?
Namastubhyam, Saraswati, namastubhyam.
Namastubhyam. So that is what this te tubhyam. Namaste. Namastubhyam. Tava. Te. Te. I don't get what is examples, but there are a lot of them. It will come then. What was the Mahameva Sharanam Vraja, right? Sarvas
sarvadharman tyajya
Parityajya Mameva Sharanam Vraja. That is mom. It's not ma. May. May is there so many places. Yome bhaktya prayachati, right? Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Yo me, yaha me. Bhaktya prayachati. Tatra me is what? May. May is what? Which one? Mama va, mahyam va, mam va.
In me.
Which one? Which one? Huh?
In sixth Shashti.
Shashti Vibhakti.
Mama.
Mama.
Me.
Yome bhaktya prayachati means mama prayachati. How can you say
In me.
of me, give
My-
of me? Huh?
In me. Seventh Vibhakti. In me.
No. See, it is may. How can it be seventh? It has to be either these three. How can it be seventh? He is telling may. Yo may, yaha may prayachati. May is already fixed. You cannot say it is my. I'm asking may is representing this or this or this. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. Yaha me bhaktya prayachati. Right? Okay. Datadi, yachati are same, right? Okay. So, bhalam, you are giving bhalam to Ramesha. How will you say?
Phalam. Phalaya. Dadati.
Ah,
Rameshaya.
Rameshaya dadati.
Mahyam. Mahyam.
Ah, mahyam. Yachati, prayachati, datati, everything is same. So, Krishna is telling, yaha mahyam bhaktya prayachati. Bhaktya is ka vibhakti?
Bhaktya. Chaturthi Vibhakti. Bhaktya.
I don't know. I don't know.
One second. Bhakti.
Matihi.
Matya.
Ah. So what is the vibhakti?
Tritiya.
Ah, tritiya. Bhaktya mahyam yaha prayachati. After some time, it will automatically come. Okay, bhaktya, you will see there is nothing else like ya. Only third is ya. That is very common. Third is very common. Ramena, Krishnena, Hastena, Upakaranena. Then suppose you use nice churigaya, bhaktya, everything will be ya. There is no other variation. Either ya or na. That's it. Guruna, Harina, Ramena, Hastena, Palena, Pustakena, everything ena. If it is Namusagam or Pullingam. If it is Trilingam or Nadya, Lataya, Lakshmya, Churigaya, Sadikaya, there is no other variation. So it's easy. This is all because you are not using or you are not reading. Okay, I know it's if you just hear class and go, it will not happen. Sanskritam will not happen. Over and over, you need to either hear or at least if it is difficult to read on your own, put some videos and hear wherever you have stories and things like that. There may be some simple stories like our Panchatantra Katha, etc. They will be teaching. Otherwise, just go to Chitrapur Mutt, our Shilpaji. She will be talking. Just listen. Very nicely, she talks very good Ucharanam. And even that site is giving sometimes English what she is telling. You have to put effort. You have to invest. Otherwise, it will not come. Okay. enough of me. Now tell this one. Who? Payalji, are you ready? Or Chitraji Vatutu?
Which
So-
one, Mahodaya?
Oh.
Bhavan.
Tom.
Tom.
So Tom is over. Huh? Okay, Bhavan.
Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantah.
Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantaha.
Bhavantam, Bhavantau, Bhavatah.
Bhavantam, Bhavantau, Bhavataha.
Bhavata, Bhavadvyam, Bhavadbihi.
Bhavata, Bhavadvyam, Bhavadbihi.
Bhavate, Bhavadvyam, Bhavadvyah.
Bhavate, Bhavadvyam, Bhavadvyah.
Bhavatah, Bhavadvyam, Bhavadvyah.
Bhavataha, Bhavadvyam, Bhavadvyah.
Bhavatah, Bhavatoho, Bhavatam.
Bhavataha, Bhavatoho, Bhavatam.
Bhavati, Bhavatoho, Bhavatsu.
Bhavati, Bhavatoho, Bhavatsuhu. Bhavatsu.
Look at here. Bhavataha, Bhavataha, Bhavataha. See? Okay. So, Bhavataha nama kim? Ka vibhaktihi Bhavataha?
Shashti
Panchami.
vibhakti. No, Panchami
Bhava-
vibhakti. Bhavataha nama.
Bhavataha Nam, that is Shashti. Shashti Vibhakti.
Chitraji, it's a very basic thing you are
Yeah,
forgetting.
Bhavataha. Shashti vibhakti.
Shashti. Okay.
Shashti.
Now I will tell. Kaha bhavataha pradiksham karoti.
Panchami
Okay.
Vibhakti.
No.
Bhavataha,
Kaha bhavataha pradiksham karoti. So what is the subject? Kaha, right?
Aha.
Who? Pradiksham karoti means waiting. Okay?
Where is he waiting?
No, where is he? Where is from where is this coming? We're not talking about where or anything like that. We are only having 3 words or 4 words. Pradiksham karoti is a verb. Kaha is there.
Karoti.
Then bhavataha must be what?
Second
Second. Yeah. So what does that mean?
is the object.
Dvitiya bahuvachanam. Right? Suppose, this is the thing, contextually, this is how you will make out. Suppose all the singers, okay? Singers are on the behind the stage. Okay. Then you are asking, Kaha bhavataha pradiksham karoti? Then Sravakaha. All this, those who are waiting to hear in the audience, right? Sravakaha. Sravakaha asmakam pradiksham karoti. Asman pradiksham karoti. You get it? This is a very important any sentence, Sanskritam, you have to play in your head. What is that verb is used? First, look at the verb. I asked, Kaha bhavataha pradiksham karoti. So, pradikshate, you can pradiksham karoti, I am just leaving. Kaha bhavatam pradikshate. Kaha bhavataha pratikshate. Who waits for those people? Okay. Who? Manager, suppose. Manager, what is the word I forgot? Let us say Neta, let's say for simplicity. So who waits for them? Bhavataha. But you are asking straight away to them. Kaha bhavataha pratikshate. Okay. Who waiting for bhavataha, or you the ones. Who is waiting for you the ones? Neta pradikshate. You get it? It's difficult in a way, but this is how you have to play in your head. Because I tell kaha bhavataha pradikshate, it cannot be Shashti, it cannot be Panchami. Right? Because kaha and pradikshate, verb and noun are there. Then next is one, the only possibility is it is a karma padam, bhavataha. Even though it doesn't get familiar to you, that is how Sanskritam is. Why it is important? Because this is what you are going to encounter if you are a little bit serious in Sanskritam. You are going to see these type of things. In a way, it's a playfulness. In a way, initially, you feel it is little disgusting, man. If you go through it, you have to go through it. This is why Sanskritam is challenging. Okay. But it's not that challenging also, it's inspiring. So it is challenging to you, it's asking your ingenuity. Oh, I will figure it out. Because it is pradikshate, there is a verb. There is a kaha. Kaha is not a karma padam. So the only remaining is bhavataha. Shashti or Panchami can never fit there. So the only one, it has to be Tritiya Bahuvajanam. Also it makes sense. Who is expecting you, expecting Kim Bhavataha? Who is expecting you? Because I forgot the name manager, so I'm using Neta. Okay. Neta is waiting for these guys, Anyuayinaha, or these guys to come for the Sammelanam. Neta is in the ground, he's thinking he is going to have lakhs of people participating. He is Akshamaha, he is very restless. Then all these people are waiting in the bus, they did not get the bus. Suppose in the village, then somebody is coming, Bhavataha, Kaha Bhavataha Pradishade, who is expecting you? These people are also playing like this, oh Akshamaha, because Neda is going to scold us when we reach there. We are already late. So they are waiting in the bus stop. Then some Graminaha, some innocent man is coming. You guys looks very disturbed. Kaha bhavataha pratishate. What? Who is waiting for you? Somebody is you are afraid of. Who is that? Kaha bhavataha pratishate. Because Neda is expecting them in the city, in the Maidan, okay, in the ground, thinking that all these people will come and big success. These are the type of context. Then Gramina is coming in the village because he is seeing a lot of people are there. They're about to board the bus is not coming. But they seems to be disturbed. They seems to be very anxious. So Gramina is not having any problem. Simple life. Kaha bhavataha pradishare. Suppose they are all in Sanskrit, he will ask like that. So in that context, how will you make out? Because pradishate verb, kaha is subject. Then the next one is most suitable, and next one word used is bhavataha. So it must be this one. It cannot be here. It cannot, these two cannot fit it. Okay, that's how you get it. Look at it, it's all interesting. Bhavati. Okay, where is Bhavati? This Bhavati. This is Bhavati. This is Bhavati. Okay. Isn't it interesting? Katham Bhavati. Very interesting. Katham Bhavati. Okay. Katham Bhavati. So, Asmagam Kachya Katham Bhavati. Shwaha Katham Bhavati. Shwaha, this one, Varshaha Bhavati. So, Ataha Kachya Katham Bhavati. There's going to be rain. Imagine we are not remote. We are actually going to a classroom and studying. Shwaha Varshaha Bhavishyati. You'll say Bhavati. Katham Kachya Katham Kachya Bhavati. How will the class happen then? Okay, that's the normal usage. Now let us see how this can be used in another way. Bhavati. Bhavati. Bhavati kaha or Bhavati ka gayakaha pashyati. You get it? In you, who see a gayaka? Mama Patni. You get it? Are you following me?
Yeah,
Bhavati ka gayakaha pashyati. Or drishyate. In you, pashyati is okay, yeah. In you, ka, so bhavati ka gayakaha pashyati. Bhavati ekaha gayakaha asti. Okay. In Bhavan, suppose as your friend sang, he is normally not a singer. Somehow he was pushed to the stage. He sang very well and he came out of the stage. Bhavati ekaha samyak gayakaha asti. Somebody who has never learned this Bhavan Vibhakti, what is he telling? Bhavati is there, Asti also is there. How can it be? You get it? Bhavati ekaha uttamaha gayakaha asti. You follow me? He sang well. He came out of the stage. What are you saying? Bhavati ekaha uttamaha gayakaha asti. Suppose you did not learn this. You will be totally confused. What is he talking? Uttamaha gayakaha asti bhavati. How can both can happen? Either asti or bhavati. So he doesn't know Sanskritam. That's it. No. He's telling he's using bhavan. Bhavan saptami vibhakti is using. Bhavati uttamaha gayakaha aham pashyami. You are a promise in the you are a vagdanam. You are a very big promise of the world, man. I did not see that you have this vasana in you. So aham bhavati uttamah gayah pashyami. You get it? These kind of things will happen in Sanskritam if you are a little serious and go. Then it will challenge you. Then on the context, it may take some time initially. Slowly, slowly it will come easy. Because you will figure it out, the remaining words and all. Then you will exclude some of them. Then immediately you will feel it. Oh, it's talking Saptami, Bhavan of Saptami form. Okay, am I going too much? Sorry for that.
It's
Anyway.
only we want, Mahodaya. Actually, we want this one. It's
Really,
listening and not applying is not the way.
Okay,
Where we are
all right.
doing mistake, in that way we can correct our mistake.
Okay. Now, who is okay? Padmajaji, please recite Bhavati. Then we have some more time. Yeah, do this, please, Bhavati. Padmajaji, Bhavati asti va tatra?
I think
Okay.
five.
Ashaji vaduto. Yeah, no. Only you three are there. Ashaji vaduto.
Anji, your mic is okay now. You've logged in again. She logged in again.
No, okay. She will get some time for others. You can talk this. You can say this. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Bhavati, bhavatyau, bhavatyah.
Bhavati, bhavatyau, bhavatyah.
Yeah, sorry. Bhavatim, bhavatyau, bhavatihi.
Bhavati, bhavatyau, bhavatihi.
Bhavatya, bhavati, bhavatibhyam, bhavatibihi.
Bhavatya, Bhavativyam, Bhavatibihi.
Bhavatyai, Bhavatibhyam, Bhavatibhyah.
Bhavatyai, Bhavativyam, Bhavatibhyah.
Bhavatyah, Bhavatibhyam, Bhavatibhyah.
Bhavatyaha, Bhavativyam, Bhavatibhyah.
Bhavatyah, Bhavatyoho, Bhavatinam.
Bhavatyaha,
Bhavatyaha,
Bhavatyoho,
Bhavatyoho,
Bhavatinam.
Bhavatinam.
Bhavatyam, Bhavatyoho, Bhavatishu.
Bhavatyam, Bhavatyoho, Bhavatishu.
So this is exactly like Nadi, okay? Remember that. It's exactly like Nadi. Nadi, Nadyo, Nadyaha, Nadib, Nadyo, Nadihi, Nadya, Nadibhyam, Nadibihi. Same way everything will be Nadyoho, Nadishu. Okay? So this is something little different. So you have to learn it. Very important. Bhavatam. Remember this. When you first hear Bhavatam, you will think it is Dvitiya. No. Look at here. Normally, Dvitiya is smaller and this fellow will be something bigger. Here it is the reverse. Bhavantam, Bhavatam. So you need to learn this Vibhakti table because when you go into further classes, there's using suffixes, all these things, this will again come. Suffix, if you are using with Dvitiya, with Panchami, with Saptami, how will it look like? That way the topics will come. So if you don't know this thoroughly, not thoroughly, at least reasonably well, you will have little difficulty if you want to continue Sanskritam. Astu, let us go. Okay, let's do a katha and we will stop it. Okay. So, Chitraji, Bhavati, this page completely you can read.
Shrama pradano lokaha. Kata uttama gunanam.
Kathaha.
Kataha uttama gunanam udbodhikaha bhavanti. Samskrita sahitye katanam mahan sanchayaha vartate. Anayasena tadantargataha gunapataha manasi pravishanti. Tadrushim kanchit katam patamaha.
Okay. Uttam. Now, Tishtata. Kathaha uttama gunanam udbhodikaha bhavanti. What does it mean?
Uttama
Kathaha. Uttama gunanam. Ka vibhakti?
Sashti vibhakti.
Shashti bahuvajanam. You have to tell full. Uttama gunanam. The good qualified ones. Of good qualified ones. Udbhodikaha bhavanti. Why it is udbhodikaha? Because kathaha. Katha stories are the uttama gunas, guna peoples. Udbhodikaha bhavanti. Ud means what? Generally uplifting, right? Bodhanam karodi means making them realize or making them aware. This is how you will know exact meaning. Udbhodikaha. That which is making you realize or making you aware. Bodhanam karodi. Udbhodikaha. So it is uplifting and making you aware. This is the way you have to learn Sanskritam, not, oh, bodhika means making realize or making it understand. Then it get diluted. Understand? No. Udbhodhika, you are putting in your, this one, you are just, come on, get up in your head. Bodhanam karodi. Udbhodhika. the slumber is suddenly uplifted. Or I don't know, uplifted is all is wrong. I don't have correct word.
Yes, something
Samskritam is
else.
Samskritam. Okay. Udbodhika. This way, if you understand, Ut means this one, Utpadati, Udgachati. All these things is up, going up, means positively going up. Same way, Udbodhikaha, bodhanam, which bodhanam karoti, kathaha. So normally olden stories are all those things which making you better, because it gives you, it imparts some knowledge. Okay. Samskrita Sahitye, which ka vibhakti? Sahityam, Sahitye.
Six.
Huh?
That's
Come on, Sahityam is like Pustakam. Pustakam, Pustake.
Okay.
seventh.
Seventh. Pradama vibhakti, seventh. Pradama vibhakti Ekavajanam. Saptami Ekavajanam. Samskrita Sahitye. In Samskrita Sahityam, Kathanam Mahan Sanjayaha Vartate. Kathanam, which vibhakti?
Dvitiya Bahuvachanam.
Oh,
No, sorry, Sashti Bahuvachanam. Sorry, Sashti Bahuvachanam.
Mahan Sanjayaha Vartate. Why it is Mahan? Which lingam is this one? Pullingam va, Strilingam va, Napusangalingam va?
Bahuvachan.
No.
Lingam, it's Lingam.
Mahan.
Mahan.
Mahan is
It's
What is this? What is this?
Bhavan.
Bhavan.
Pratama.
Pradama Ekavajanam. Pullingam. Mahan Neta. Okay. Mahan. Mahan is what? Mahan is normal use, right? Saha Baha Mahan asti khalo. Mahan Sanjayaha. Sanjayaha Vartate. Mahan Sanjaya. Sanjayaha means what? This is how you will know the meaning of people named Sanjay. Sanjay means, yeah. What does that mean, Sanjay?
Sanjay name. Namapad.
That's okay. What's the word meaning of Sanjaya?
Doubt,
Oh.
doubt, Sanjaya.
No, Sanjayam Nithi. Sanjayam. Okay, here it is something like that. Okay, how many karmas are there? Huh?
Three karma. Agami. Sanchita karma. Sanchita karma.
Sanchita karma, agami karma, prarabdha karma, right?
Prarabdha karma.
Yeah, so from there, Sanchayaha.
Okay.
So it's something like Sanchaya karma is what? Accumulated over the past births. Sanchaya, you are coming with a lot of baggage. That is Sanchaya. Same way, this year it's positive way. There are a lot of Kathanam Sanjayaha, a treasure of stories. Mahan Sanjayaha, good, a very good collection of stories. Samskrita Sahitye, in Samskrita Sahityam, Kathanam, the story of the okay, when I say English, Samskrita Sahityam, Kathanam, Mahan Sanjayaha, this is like Asti, okay. There is a very great treasure of kathas. Okay, and then this is a Visheshana, Mahan Sanjayaha. That means Brihat, Brihan Sanjayaha. I can use Brihat, but I will not say Brihat, I will say Brihan Sanjayaha, because Sanjayaha is Pullinga. You get it what I'm saying? This is how Sanskritam is. In your language, you may say consistently Mahat and all. No. Sanskritam, you have to look at what is the word which lingam. That is why it is Mahan Sanjayaha. Okay. Anayasena tad andargadaha. Andargadam means whatever is inside what is hidden. Andargadam. Tad andargadam means tasya andargadaha. Inside that. Anayasena, without ayasam, without difficulty. Anayasena tadantargadaha gunapathaha. These are all correctly same vibhakti. Tadantargadaha gunapathaha manasi pravishanti. Pravishanti means entering. Manasi is saptami of manas. Manaha. In the mind. Okay, manasi pravishanti. Tadrishim kanchit katham patamaha. What does that mean? Kanchit, see, look at the beauty of this, all these things. You have to follow the rule, but that automatically becomes very nice. Kanchit, some ka. Ka is Trilingam. So, kanchit katham patamaha. This is actually Dvivachanam of ka. Kam chit. Chit, you know, chit chana. Some. Kam katham padamaha. Chit is some katha. So, kam chit katham padamaha. Because these are all Dvitiya Strilingam, this has to take Tadrishim. Okay, are you following me? This is how Sanskritam. Tadrishim Kanchit Katham Patamaha. Once you understand all this little bit and get the rule, it will become very interesting even to read it. See the pleasure you get it by reading. Tadrishim Kanchit Katham Patamaha. This is why people, those who know Sanskritam, they love extremely very well. They love it. In the beginning, you will have aversion. Later on, you fall in love. This is what people say. This is the reason. Because all these things slowly become turns. In the positive side, you fall in love with the language. Okay, Patadu. Agree, ma'am.
Pataliputra namake nagare Vidyadharo nama Panditaha vasati sma. Tasya aneke shishyaha asan. Teshu dyo madhye ekata kaha guru priyataraha. Iti charcha pravritta. Vishayamimam nyatva acharyaha tau parikshitumichan Ubhabhyam mushti parimitan chanakan datva niradikshat vatsau yesham uttamam upayogam kurutam iti.
So, Padaliputra namake nagare Vidyadharo nama Panditaha vasati sma. It's straightforward, right? In the Nagaram, which Nagaram? Padaliputra namake nagare Vidyadharaha nama, because this will become because of, that's a Santi. You just read it, Vidyadharaha nama Panditaha vasati sma. What's the meaning?
Was living.
Yeah, was living. Somebody, a Pandita name, what's the name? Vidyadhara. Tasya aneke shishyaha asan. You have learned asan, correct? What is asan? Which vibhakti? Or which?
Past tense. Past tense asan.
Tense, yeah, past tense of what?
Asti past tense asan.
No, Santi.
Asan.
Asti is asit, Santi is asan. Okay. Tasya aneke shishyaha. He had a lot of shishyas. Okay. Aneke shishyaha. Because this is shishyaha, this will become anekaha, anekau, aneke. Okay. Kaha, kauke. Anekaha, anekau, aneke. Because it's shishyaha, bahuvajanam, you have to tell aneke. Suppose it was eka shishyaha, how will it become? Anekaha shishyaha. Suppose this is 2 Shishya, how will it become?
Aniko.
Anekau.
Anekau Shishyo. It doesn't make sense because with the Anekau means na ekam. Okay, so generally it is referring to multiple. Anyway, grammatically Anekau is correct, but normally it's not used. Okay. Teshu doyoho madhye ekata kaha guroho priyataraha iti charcha pravritta. What does that mean? Teshu means what?
Among them.
Shishyeshu. 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 Okay. Within the Shishyas. Oh no, within those Shishyas, among those Shishyas, he has a lot of Shishyas. Among them, between two, there were among them 2 of them. Between 2 of them, Ekata once, Kaha Guroho Priyataraha. Who is Guroho? Which Vibhakti?
Sir. Guru.
Huh?
Shashti.
Shashti Egavajanam. Guru's Priya. Who is Guru's favorite? Kaha Guroho Priyataraha iti Charcha Pravritta. Charcha occurred. Okay, discussion. Vishaya mimam jnatva. Imam Vishayam jnatva. Knowing this Vishayam jnatva. Tva pratyam. Okay, having known this Vishayam, Acharyaha, Guru, Tau Parichitu Michan, okay, to deciding to do experiment them or test them. Parichitu Michan. Ubabhyam. Which Vibhakti?
Amabhyam.
Look at here, Dattva, Datati. So this one is which one?
Chaturthi.
Chaturthi.
Chaturthi, Ekavajanam va, Dvivajanam va, Bahuvajanam va. Dvivajanam, because he is giving two people. So Babhyam, Mushti Parimitan. Parimitam means quantity. Okay. So Mushti is which one? Fist. So the Mushti Parimitan means a quantity equal to whatever can a Mushti can hold. Right? So whatever your Mushti, this Mushti can hold. Mushti Parimitan Chanakan. Chanaka means actually this seed. Okay. Why it is Parimitan? Because of Chanakan. Okay. That's how Sanskritam is. Very nice. Mushti Parimitan Chanakan. Which other language has got that beautiful? Mushti Parimitan, which will keeps like a song, it will go. Whatever changes, the corresponding will change. Mushti Parimitan Chanakan. Dattva. Suppose this was not Chanaka. Suppose it was Balam. What will happen? Bhalani. Bhalani. Then it will become what? Mushti Parimitani Bhalani. Right? You're getting it?
Yeah.
Suppose it was Bhalani, Mushti Parimitani Bhalani. Right? This is the way you should observe. Mushti Parimitan Chanakan Dattva Niradishat. Okay, this is Adishat, Niradishat. This is past tense. Okay, Avadat, like that. Nirdesham Dattavan. Valsav. Why it is Valsav?
Sambodhana.
How many are there? 2.
Two,
Yeah,
two.
Valsav. Esha.
Exclamatory mark is also there. So Sambodhana.
Yeah, okay. Esha Uttamam Upayogam Kurutam iti. Okay. The Kurutam. Because of Esham Uttamam Upayogam Kurutam. This is actually which Vibhakti Kurutam?
Kurutam. Lot.
Lot. Lot Divachanam. Okay. You too use it. Okay, like that. Esham. Which vibhakti? Hmm?
So much.
Vidya?
Tesham. No.
Hmm.
Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogatshemam vahamyaham.
Sixth vibhakti. No?
Sixth Bahuvajanam. What is Esham? What is he referring to? Which item? Esham.
That
This too.
Chanaka?
Chanaka.
Chanakesham uttamam upyogam kurutam.
Use the
Chanakan dattva. After giving Chanakan, he is telling. Also, Chanakesham uttamam upyogam kurutam. He is using Sarvanamam. Use these,
Chanaka.
make use of these, make use of these, make a well use of these. Suppose you want to say Chanakam, you have to say make use of these Chanakas, right? Hope you are following. Okay. Next, I will ask Prasadji, Bhavan Padadu. Are you there?
But only throat hurts.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Then who is there? Ashaji. Only Ashaji and Chitraji are there. Ashaji Padadu.
Eka kata. Vitrani varshani atitani. Ekada आचार्यः प्रथमशिष्यस्य गृहं प्राप्य तम् आपृच्छत् वत्स चणकानाम् उपयोगं कथं कृतवान् इति शिष्यः गुरुं स्वस्य पूजाप्रकोष्ठं नीत्वा अवदत् गुरोः भवता दत्तान् चणकान् नित्यमहं सादरं पूजामि इति पूज्यप्रकोष्ठे स्थापितान् तान् चणकान् दृष्ट्वा आचार्यस्य नेत्रभ्याम् अश्रूणि निगृतानि यतः ते जीर्णाः आसन्.
Uttamam. You have to unnecessary place. You have this is not Swasyaha. Swasya.
Swasya. Okay.
This is Guru, not Guroho. Just Guru.
Guru.
Okay.
Okay.
Nirgatani. Okay. Okay. Now let us. Dvitrani varshani atitani. Okay. So Dvitrani. This is a usage. 2-3 years. Dvitrani. Okay. 2-3 years. Varshani atitani. Past atitam. Atitam means atitanam. Atitani asan. It's understood. Okay. Dvitrani varshani atitani. Look at here. Everything is ani. Atitani asan. 2-3 years past. Okay. Ekata once acharyaha prathama shishyasya griham prapya tam aprichat. Look at here. Kam aprichat. Tam aprichat. What is the prathama vibhakti form? Tam. Saha. So when you say aprichat, kam aprichat, tam aprichat, shishyam aprichat. This is which lakara? Which lakara?
Lung.
Lang agavachanam. Patati will become apathat. Prichati will become aprichat. He asked. So once acharya first shishya's griham prapya having reached, griham prapya having reached, tam aprichat asked him, tam shishyam, what vatsa, Chanakanam upayogam. Chanakanam, which vibhakti?
Shashti.
Shashti vibhakti.
Shashti bahuvajanam. You have to tell vajanam also. Okay. Chanakanam upayogam. The use of the seeds. Katham kritavan. How did you do? Katham kritavan. How did you make use of this Chanakanam iti? Shishyaha gurum swasya puja prakoshtham nitva avatat. Okay. Shishyaha gurum. Gurum nitva. Kam nitva. Gurum nitva. Nitva means carrying him. Means leading him to place. Nayati nitva. Leading. Or just come on, that way. Nitva. Puja prakoshtham. Prakoshtham ityukte room. Puja room. Puja prakoshtham. Okay. Kam nitva. Puja prakoshtham. Gurum. Puja prakoshtham nitva avadat. He said. So the Shishya, he led him to his puja room and told what? Hey Guru, Bhavata Dattan Chanakan Nityamaham Sadaram Pujayami. In puja room, whatever you have given, Dattan Chanakan, Nityam, every day, Aham, I, with respect, Sadaram, Aham Pujayami. I am pujam karomi. I am doing puja to that. Puja prakoshte stapitan tan chanakan. Tan, which vibhakti?
Dvitiya.
Dvitiya bahuvachan.
Dvitiya bahuvajanam. Chanakan drishtva. Now, this all its adjective. Puja prakoshte stapitan. Whatever is placed. Stapitan. Those. What in the room placed, those that are placed in the puja room, Chanakan drishtva acharyasya netrabhyam. Netrabhyam is what? Which vibhakti?
Because it's two. Dvitiya.
No, Acharyasya sixth netra.
Sixth.
Acharyasya means sixth.
Shashti bahuvachana.
Nirgatani. Nirgatani is the verb. Came out. So what should be this one then? Panchami. Very good. The Asruni means the water. Asruni, waters. Nirgatani, came out. So this must be in which vibhakti?
Fifth.
From the two netras.
Okay.
Netrabhyam asruni nirgatani. So in this context, this is Panchami Dvivachanam. Acharyasya netrabhyam. From the two netrams of Acharya, the water came from
Yes.
Nirgatani, came out. Yataha. Why? Because te jirnaha asan. Te means what? Chanakaha. Okay, te. Jirnaha means jirna, you know, right? Rotten. Those chanakas were rotten. By seeing that, this ice became wet, not because of happiness. He is doing a puja of that. Okay, by seeing that, he is doing a puja and it became all rotten. His eyes became, or asrus came from his two eyes. So is it because of happiness or sorrow?
Sorrow.
Yeah. Initially you think you are very happy. Oh, it's puja. Okay. Agreement padadu Mahodaya. Who can read next? Are you ready, our Payalji? If not, Chitraji padadu. You read until here. Okay.
Yeah. Acharyah tatah dvitiyasya shishyasya griham agachat. Chanakanam Upayoga Vidim Aprichat Cha Shishyastu Guru Tesham Chanakanam Vapanena Prabhutam Dhanyam Maham Praptavan Iti Vadan Acharyam Grihat Bahihi Nitva Swasya Vishalam Kshetram Adarsyat Yata Acharyaha Dhanya Samruddham Kshetram Apashyan Tada Tasya Netre Ashruni Amunchatam Saha Shishyam Abhinandya Tasmai Paritoshika Mapi Datva Tataha Agachat Uktancha.
Enough. Let us go a little step by step. Acharyaha tataha dvitiyasya shishyasya griham agachat. Tataha ityukte ka vibhaktihi? Bangalore-taha Mysore Paryandam I have told 100 times.
Yes.
Bangalore-taha. Tataha.
Panchami.
Panchami Ayavajana. From there. Acharyaha tataha. From there. Dvitiyasya griham agachat. Dvitiyasya shishyasya griham agachat. That's very straightforward, right? He went to second shishya as house. Chanakanam ka vibhaktihi?
Shashti Chanakana.
Shashti Bahuvajanam. Chanakanam upayoga vithim aprichat cha. Upayoga vithim. Kim aprichat? Upayoga vithim. How did you use it? Upayoga vithim aprichat. Chanakanam upayoga vithim. What? Upayoga vithim of what? Chanakas. Aprichat. Cha. Cha, you know, and. Shishyastu means shishyaha tu. Shishyaha tu avatat. That's the meaning. Shishyastu is understood. Shishyaha tu avatat. Then in Hindi, you know, shishya to, what is the bataya? Okay, shishya to bataya, like that. Shishyastu. Guru tesham chanakanam vapanena. See, tesham ka vibhaktihi? Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Tesham. If you don't know, you look at here. This is the Visheshanam of this. Chanakanam, which vibhakti?
Shashti Vibhakti.
Yeah, so this must be what?
Tesham, Shashti Vibhakti.
Shashti Bahuvajanam, both. Those chashakas, those chashakas, vapanena, by planting them, prabhudam dhanyam, aham praptavan. Okay. Prabhudam dhanyam, enough. Prabhudam, bhudam. Bhudani. Bhudani means what? Bhuyaha, or whatever is born or come up. Bhudam. Sarve bhudaha. That means whatever is came up, right? Bhudam, prabhudam dhanyam. By planting the chanakas, whatever came up, that prabhudam dhanyam, aham, I, praptavan. I got a lot of dhanyam by planting them, of the chanakas, by planting all these seeds. Iti vadan, having told that, acharyam, see, I told you in the beginning of the class, bahihi nitva. What vibhakti is this one?
Patapta Vibhakti, Bahihi.
Huh?
Grihat.
Panchami.
So because of bahihi, it has to go with
Grihat.
Panchami. You have to use Panchami only, not Grihasya Bahi. Grihat Bahihi. Nitva, having led him outside the house, Tasya Vishalam Kshetram Adarshayat. Field, Vishalam, the Vishalam. Okay, very wide. She's showing the whole wide Kshetram Adarshayat. Which lakaram? Adarshayat? Lang lakaram. Yeah, lung, showed. Having led him outside the house, he showed his own wide field. Okay. Yada acharyaha dhanya samruddham kshetram apashyat. When Acharya saw dhan kshetram, kidrusham kshetram, dhanya samruddham, full of samruddham, means very much flourished or full of dhanyam. Okay. Yada apashyat, tada, then, tasya netre asruni amunchatam. Okay. Amunchatam. Oh, is there. Okay. It is, yeah. Okay. I will tell you why it is. Netre asruni amunchatam. Okay. Again came out. Is there. So it is past tense. This is tam because what? Because of what? Why it is tam? Amunchatam. Okay, let me munchate. Okay, munchate, munchatam. Let us say vantate, avantatam. Which vibhakti is this one? Tell me. No, not vibhakti. Which lakara?
Atmanepati.
Atmanepati lakara. Atmanepati present tense wa, past tense wa, lang lakaram wa, lat lakaram wa.
Lang lakara.
Lang lakaram. Avantatam, avantetam, avantantam. Right? So avantatam, same way, munchate, amunchatam. Because asruni, amunchatam. Okay. Because of tasya netre amunchatam. Saha shishyam abhinandya. Abhinandya means what? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Not welcome. Yeah.
Congratulations. Abhinandan.
Abhinandan was our pilot who was in Pakistan, captured one, right? What was his name? Abhinandan something, right? Yeah. Saha Shishyam Abhinandya. This is what Labantam. Twa Labanta Pratyam. You have learned Labantam?
Yeah.
Why it is Abhinand?
Upasarga.
What is Upasarga here? Abhi. That's why Abhinandya. Otherwise, it should have been Nandwa, right? Abhinandya. Tasmai paritoshikam api dattva. Why is it Tasmai? Which vibhakti?
Tasmai Chaturthi vibhakti.
And why it is Chaturthi?
Dattva.
Is giving. So it has to be Tasmai. Paritoshikam api dattva. Tataha agachat. Tataha ityukte means? Tataha is what meaning? From there he went. Okay. Yeah, how many times I asked here also I asked Tataha.
This fast thinking means very difficult. So that
Are you feeling because of me?
Yeah, correct. Sorry. Very fast thinking means very difficult.
No, I think I have to be soft, then only it will come. I'm hard, I mean, on you. Anyway, because when I am soft, you are taking so lightly and nothing is coming up from your mind. When I am hard also, nothing comes. So I am going to give up.
No, sorry.
Okay, now I think our Ashaji Vadatu, who left us?
Message. Oh, she left.
She left. Okay, now you can, and then Chitraji, you continue.
No, Payalji is here.
Oh, Payalji is ready? Now you come towards the mic nearby this one. We are not hearing well.
Sramena dhanyam cha sramena bhagyam sramena vidyam cha sramena vittam sramena vindanti sukhani lokaha manusya loke hi sramaha pradhanam.
How nice it is. This is not lokaha, lokaha. Sramena dhanyam cha sramena bhagyam. Sramena vidyam cha sramena vittam. Sramena vindanti sukhani lokaha. Manushya lokehi sramaha pradhanam. Sramena dhanyam. Sramena ka vibhakti? Sramena. Tritiya. Sramena dhanyam, sramena bhagyam cha labhate. Okay. With effort, you will get dhanyam and you will get bhagyam also. Fortune favors the brave. Like that, fortune favors the one who puts effort. Okay. Sramena dhanyam, sramena bhagyam. In English, people say, fortune favors the brave. For us, fortune favors the adhwani or whoever's giving effort. Sramena vidyam. This is vidyam plus cha, it will become vidyancha. Sramena vidyam, sramena vittam. So this is dvitiya. Okay. So sramena vidyam prapnoti. Sramena vittam prapnoti. What is the meaning? Sramena vidyam. Vidya, you know. Sramena, you get knowledge. Sramena vittam. Vittam means what? Wealth. Right? With effort, you get vidya. With effort, you get vittam. Sramena vidyam labhate. Sramena vittam labhate. Sramena dhanyam labhate. Sramena bhagyam labhate. Sramena vindanti sukhani lokaha. What does that mean? So what is the subject?
Lokaha.
And then what is the verb?
Vindanti.
Yeah, so lokaha vindanti. Kim vindanti?
Sukhani.
Sramena lokaha sukhani vindanti. What does that mean? So this is what, is it prathama vibhakti va, dvitiya vibhakti va? Lokaha vindanti. Kim vindanti? Sukhani vindanti. Right? So sukhani must be what? Prathama va, dvitiyam va. Come on. Lokaha. How?
Okay.
See, this is very basic, no? Somebody says, aham gachami or aham gadami. Kim gadami? Bhojanam gadami. So bhojanam is what? Prathama vibhakti va, dvitiya? Dvitiya vibhakti. Yeah, aham gadami. Kim gadami? Bhojanam. So bhojanam is prathama vibhakti and dvitiya vibhakti, both are bhojanam, right?
Dvitiya vibhakti here.
Yeah, but in this context, it is dvitiya. Aham bhojanam gadami. Right? Bhojanam samyak asti. In that, what is bhojanam? Ega bhojanam, prathama vibhakti va, dvitiya vibhakti va?
Prathama vibhakti, that is.
Bhojanam samyak asti. Their bhojanam word is Prathama Vibhakti. Aham bhojanam khadami. Their bhojanam is Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Bhakti.
Yeah, same way. Lokaha vindandi. Okay, kim vindandi?
Sukhani.
Sukhani. Yeah, so Sukhani must be in Prathama Vibhakti va?
Dvitiya. Bahuvachan.
Ah, Dvitiya. Sukhani. So the people of the world, Lokaha, Vindandi. Vindandi is what meaning? Vindati. Vartate, vartante.
Experience.
Experience. Vindandi. Pravishandi, Vindandi. I think it's something like Santi, Vindanti. Okay. They all prapnuvanti. Sukhani prapnuvanti. So they acquire sukham. With what? Sramena. Okay. Manushya loke hi sramaha prathanam. This is very straightforward. In this world of people, this is emphasizing. Prathanam hi sramaha, sramaha hi prathanam. The effort itself like that is important. Prathanam, important. That's the end of the story. Did you like the story?
So first, very nice. Excellent.
Hmm.
Sorry, Mahudaya, I have so much I'm practicing, but mind is get very tired. That's the reason.
I know.
Wrong answer again sometimes.
Correct. I know you know it, but the answer will sometimes get wrong. Yeah. But it's enough if you intuitively get the meaning. But this is very important. You keep reading these type of stories. In the first look, it will take I cannot read it. I think it's going to be difficult. No. Slowly you read it. Then it's like a journey of 1,000 miles. Start with the one step. Same way you read it. Then it all will come. Oh, I can understand this one. Then you read it. Oh, this also I understand. This also I understand. Like that, you will see that the whole thing you can understand.
Yes.
Yeah, but here and there, some more 1 or 2 words, if you don't know also, that's okay. But I get almost all of them. But slowly observe every word. Every word you observe. What vibhakti, what lakaram, why something is used in some way. All these things should come to your mind. So then slowly it will become interesting and it will stay and it will become fine. Don't just look for what is the kada about. No. Why it is here prabhudam dhanyam? It is not in some other way. All these things it should click you. Okay, I think we have crossed a lot of hours. Sorry for that. Let us end this class. Okay. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kashchit dukkha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So Bihu Ashamsa Payalji and Puttand Ashamsa Chitraji.
Happy Vishu Mahudaya.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Today's
Punar Milama. What, Prasadji?
No. Dhanyavad, Mahadaya.
All right, okay. Milamaha Agam Saptahe. Maybe that is the last class or the last but class. Maybe I will try if I get time. I'm not getting time. If I get time, next class I will talk about our Panini Maharshi. Very emotional. Okay. We'll see. Okay. Milamaha. Dhanyavad.